This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
What's going on, Kate Ritchie?
I thought you'd quite like this. You're a big fan of the Titanic film, aren't you?
Love the Titanic.
We've recently seen Celine Dion hitting the stage at the opening ceremony of the Olympics. She continues to be incredible.
She's back, Celine. She is back.
Well, no, her career's been a bit Titanic in itself, hasn't it?
Absolutely not. There's a great documentary, I think, about Celine at the moment too, where she says this great
Celine
quote about shoes. When she buys shoes, she never asks... when they say, what size are you? She always says, well, it doesn't matter what size I am. It depends what size you have. I mean, maybe that's a lady joke. But no, I just thought what it said to me is, it doesn't matter whether you've got my size or not. Yeah. I love that shoe, and no matter what size it is, I am getting into it.
That's good.
So she has worn crippling shoes in the past.
So if I use that joke around a group of ladies, will it work?
They're going to love it.
Okay, maybe it fell flat in this room, but I'm sure there are lots of people who would have loved it. It's very flamboyant and amazing. No, this story is actually about the kid. I don't know, Fitz, if you remember the film, but Whip, you might, where there's a small kid in it. He doesn't play a crucial part. He's about 5 years old, little Irish chap, and he kind of he illustrates the plight of the families on there.
Yep.
So he's not Jack and he's not Rose, and he wouldn't have earned a lot of money. Apparently, when the kid was offered the role, it was down to a car commercial or something, and a tiny role in maybe a big film or a motion picture, and Mum decided to put him in the film instead.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's great to play it. That's a good show and tell at school, isn't it?
Yeah, what do you do with yourself?
Here I am.
Oh, I was in the Titanic.
Yeah, and all these years later, he's still getting his little royalty checks. Yeah. So he gets, it's nothing incredible, but every now and then he gets a Titanic check that's, $100 or something. He said sometimes he gets $250, and it's a nice story to tell.
Can I open this up? 13 24 10. If you know anyone that gets royalty checks, whether there was a family member who was a famous musician or someone who was in a movie, because don't the Friends stars or anyone that was on Friends now, every time they replay that, I didn't know that they get royalties.
Yeah, they might. I think it depends when you initially sign the contract, whether they kind of buy it out completely.
What do you get for replays of Sally on Home and Away?
Do you get royalties at all?
I get like what are they called? Residuals, they call them here.
For what?
For Home and Away.
Do you really?
Yeah.
But where are they replaying?
I mean, it's not... Home and Away goes to over 60 countries all over the world.
Crazy.
I mean, it's not... It's nothing to write home about.
What are we talking about? Like, will you get a cheque for like $80 or something?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Something like that.
See, I get a lot of it every time we play one of my raps or one of the songs I've written, like Born to Rap or the Like song. I get checks.
Hasn't
from Nova.
GPT written those?
ChatGPT, no, I wrote those. This is Born to Rap. I mean, I get... Don't, because Nova will crack it. They have to give me $100 every time we play it.
Does the trust... You get a monthly from the trust? From
from the
trust,
family. Yeah, but that's that's generational wealth.
Okay, got you.
Leno, what's the story you've got?
So I have some music up on Spotify from my bands back in the day.
Great.
And very unsuccessful.
How many listens have you had? Streams?
Below 1,000.
Okay.
Probably below 100.
Do you get any royalties for that?
I do.
Yeah.
And it seems to come every couple of years, and I think the last one was about 89 cents.
Awesome.
Wow.
And what did you do with that?
I spent it all at once.
Wow.
I made nothing of myself.
Does the family gather around the envelope as it arrives in the post?
The golden
They
ticket.
walked very fastly away.
Leno, what was the band called?
There was 3, so that split between 3. One was Amber Down, which still exists. One was Hostile Little Face, and one was called Wing It.
That's worth 89 cents right there, mate.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.